Welcome back to another episode of the Breadwinner Energy Podcast. Today, we are going to talk about the number one strategy that I wish I could give every single business owner on the planet. If you take nothing else from me today, please take this. If you take nothing else from me forever, every single one of you needs to hear and apply this. It will be the reason you either make a lot of money or you don't. And I know this from a lot of experience. If this is your first time listening to me, then I would highly suggest going back into my episodes around, I would say like between 145, 150 to like 185. In there, I talk a lot about your business model. I talk a lot about um, why you maybe feel like your business model is betraying you, why you're not making money. Honestly, this entire podcast from start to finish has been about making money, not making money, from not only your identity, but like from a structural standpoint. And so, if you're new here, then I'll give you a quick rundown. But again, go back because it's going to give you a lot of information. But the quick rundown is that I've now been in business for 10 years. I started out as a virtual assistant, and then I was an OBM. Then I created an agency. I scaled that agency. I was a consultant. I became a coach, and I've scaled my coaching business. And through the years of coaching, when I started my first ever coaching business back in 2020, from leaving consulting and agency work, or like not totally leaving it because I didn't retire it until like 2021, 2022, but from moving into like courses and coaching from that work. My first ever offer was called Offer Bootcamp Course, and I taught people how to make offers. And since then, I have done nothing in my business but literally teach business and teach offers. And I had a program called Coach School, and I literally helped people build group coaching programs. And so now, fast forward to 2024, the beginning, I had my first six-figure launch. So, like, not just six-figure years, but like in a condensed one singular launch, I had a six-figure launch. And I hated my business. I had a lot of overhead, team, moving parts, a lot of tech, co-coaches. Like I had what most coaches or used to dream of, which is like the coaching business, right? Like the making a lot of money, a lot of students, the team, the things, right? But it didn't work for me. And maybe this is still some people's dreams, but if you're here and you're listening, I would probably guess it's not your dream. Like, I would bet your dream, if anything, is to make a lot of money, obviously, breadwinner energy, hello, but it's also to make a lot of impact while also having a lot of freedom to live your life. Most people in my world came from survival. You've been through a lot of shit in your life, and you have a story and things that will change lives, and you really feel called in your soul to do that. But you also want freedom. You also want time. You want to homeschool. You want to spend more time with your kids, summers with your kids. Like there is so much of that and travel that you want to do in life and experiencing life, but you literally can't because you're now trapped in this cycle of making money. It's never enough. Hiring people to make more money. That doesn't work. Back to the drawing board, and you're building and building and building and building and building your business, but you're not actually living. You're not actually experiencing life because your business isn't giving you that. And you're stuck in this building, you're stuck in this figuring it out phase, you're stuck in this I just need the next thing, the next strategy. And when I get that, when I find that, it's going to change my life. It's going to change my business. So you wait for that. And I have coached so many of you that are like, I've been in business for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and I'm still building and I'm still in the thing and I'm still in the doing. And now, don't get me wrong, because there's going to be seasons as you scale that you go back to the building board, right? But if your business is never allowing you to get off the building board and just coast and just like allow it to give you the life and the space, then there is a core functional issue. Okay. So anyway, back to 2024. I burn my business all the way down. I fire my team. I get rid of all my offers. Like I am like, fuck this. I'm over it because I got in business to change lives and to do something that is deep and personal with clients to make a big change and make a big impact. And now I had done that, right? I had done that. And I had helped people make a lot of money, leave jobs, leave relationships, buy houses, buy land. Like I did that, okay? But But not only was it structurally not built for me because of the tech, the team, the overhead, all the moving parts, which is not how I am. I'm autistic, I'm ADHD, I I'm raising two children. Like I can't have a business that's complicated. My brain doesn't work in a complicated way anyway, and that's honestly why I've made so much money is because I make business not complicated. I make it so simple, so easy, direct, to the point. And because of that, my clients are like, wow, this is a breath of fresh air. I have a client right now who's also autistic, healing from PTSD. She's a projector, and I've helped her build her entire business around her life, her healing, her energy, her period, and her one core gift, which we're going to talk about today. And she was like, this has been life-changing. You make it so easy. You make it so simple, right? So if a business is complicated, I'm going to check out. My eyes will glaze over and I will pass away because I can't. And if it is complicated, I can't do it. So this is why I've struggled even in business because of things like bookkeeping, right? And don't get me wrong, bookkeeping in general is like you need to have a rein on your books. Like this is like a non-negotiable. But when the service provider providing bookkeeping makes it so complicated that I have no fucking idea what's going on. They don't talk to me like a normal person who has no idea what their skill is and honestly don't care what their skill is. And they don't say, like, here's what to do with your money, put it here, move it here, do this, do that. I can't do it. Like, I need simple, clear instructions as if I'm a literal child. And I know that sounds like grow up, but honestly, no, because so many of you are like, no, but business, I can't like get into it because it's so complicated. And here's why. You're learning business from people who love business. You're learning business from people who are literally in the game because they love business. You need to learn from people who are in the game because they love people. They love impact. They love changing lives and they love freedom. And that is me. And if that is you, sister, you are in the right fucking place because I need it to be simple. Okay. I burn it all down. I burn it all down. I'm like, fuck this. I'm over it. Blah, blah, blah. And I spend years rebuilding it. Okay. And best decision I ever made because now my business is simple. So simple. Even with three offers, I have one person on my team. It is so incredibly simple. And it's built with roots, which is your core story, your lived experience, your culture, where you came from, your background, right? So my story has been the thing that I always have built my business around. And then it's around relationships, which is the other thing I've always taught, which is collaborations, being a real human, changing lives, caring about people. And if you can build a business that is from your roots and your story and your lived experience, and you can build relationships, you will make a lot of money. Now, here's the caveat, and here's the thing that all of you, or most of you, are missing, and that's what I'm going to teach you today. This is the thing. If you can build your business in this way, you will make a lot of money. And if you don't, this is literally the reason you're not making money right now. And I will scream it from the rooftops because from years and years and years of building my own businesses, multiple different businesses, courses, community, group coaching programs, masterminds, high ticket, mid ticket, low ticket, from that to also a virtual assistant, an OBM, an agency owner, and a consultant. I've done lots of different businesses. And then I've literally consulted and taught hundreds of people and then thousands through courses. This has always been the thing. And it will always be the thing, okay? So if you take nothing else from anything I've ever taught you guys, this will be the one core thing, okay? Are you guys ready for it? You do not have a clear, simple, tangible, one sentence result that you get people. That is it. That is the whole problem. If you can solve this problem, you will solve 96, I'll say that. 96% of your business problems can be solved if you clean this up because this will answer most of your problems. What to post on the internet, what kind of offer, the structure of the offer, the price of the offer, your business model, collaborations, who to collaborate with, if you should have a podcast, what social channels you should be on, who you should work with, who you shouldn't work with, who you should help, who you shouldn't. It will all be answered if you can determine a clear, simple, tangible, one sentence result that you get people. Okay. And no, it cannot be like, I help people embody their soul contract for confidence and creativity. What the fuck are you saying? What the literal fuck are you saying? You guys are probably like, hey, you are fired up. I am. I am because I feel like I finally got to the place in my business where I am so clear on my skill, what I do, like the tangible skill that I help people with, plus my roots, my culture, my background, what I believe, my thought leadership, all the people I've helped. Looking back, my team and I were looking back at folders of testimonials from the years. And you guys, we have so much. If you guys have a method to organizing testimonials, because we just have screenshots from people, like a bajillion, like folders upon folders of screenshots of Airtable people like writing in on the Airtable form of testimonials. And I want to like capture every single one of them because they're so fucking good. But now we just have like so many. And so we were going through them the other day because we're working on a masterclass funnel and like pulling out the ones that will match that class and stuff. And God, I was just looking through it and I was like, oh my God, like this is the thing. Like it's been right in front of me and so simple this whole time, and I've made it complicated, right? Like even the person teaching it, me, has made it complicated. It's what your brain, your human brain is going to do. But after like seeing it and teaching it for so long, I'm like, fuck, I need to take my own advice here. And also, like I coach on this almost every day with clients because they will come to me and you guys are spiritual and you guys have this gift and this magic and this story, but it's so non-tangible that people have no idea what they're buying from you. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a couple examples of like ones that came to me recently so we can put this in practice today. Okay. But the more vague you are, like more time, more money, more sleep, like hello, the whole human race wants more time, money, and sleep. It's like the three core things that all of us want. And so selling that is not enough. It is simply not enough to just sell that. And if you are, it's literally the reason you're not making money because you're not being tangible. And so if you're like, I help women, what do I want to like? Okay, I'm gonna use an example. So one of them was like, I help women create a juicy life with erotic leadership. Okay. Most people have no idea what that means, okay? Because it is not like clear, plain English, number one, but also a juicy life is really up for interpretation. And then erotic leadership in itself is not for everyone. So erotic leadership in itself could be part of your skill. Like it's the thing that you teach people to embody, but also you need to find the person who, number one, knows what that is, and number two, wants that, okay? Because if they don't know what it is and they don't want it, you're going to be convincing people, and that's going to feel like an uphill battle. Now, if you don't clearly articulate what a juicy life is, you will be overlooked because people don't take the time and the energy to be like, let me go see what a juicy life is. Okay. But if you said to her, I help you finally understand your own sexual desires and stop feeling shame around them so you can have a more intimate and connected relationship with your partner. Hello? The heavens have split open. They're like, fuck yes, that's me. I experience that. I feel that. I want that. Sign me up. Literally, it is that clear. And like it's that simple. Okay. And that is why people will pay you. So I had on Threads the other day, I'm going to pull up my Threads here. On Threads the other day, I asked, let me go find it so I can like read it to you. I had a lot of people like put their stuff in here and I was like, damn, I'm like so lit up by doing this. I had no idea this would give me so much life and excitement by doing this. And when I did and I was like helping people, I was like, oh yeah, like I mean, not that I didn't already know this is people's problem, but I was like, I'm so good at this and I love it and it's so simple. Okay. Here's what I asked them. I said, tell me your life story and what you're secretly obsessed with, and I will tell you your entire business. We have 32 comments. Now, a lot of those comments are also me because I'm replying to people and I'm like giving people novels here because I have like so much to say. I'm gonna read them one of them though, specifically, because it was like a full picture of what was missing for her. Okay, Lauren, I hope you're okay with me sharing this. Okay, so Lauren messages me. Mind you, I don't know who this person is. This is the first time we ever met. She's super cute, cool. I love her. If you're listening, hi, hello. Okay, she says, okay, you got me. Trauma, art, what did she say? Teaching, physics, secretly obsessed with human behavior. I say, oh, okay. Before I start and give you this full read, I need consent. Are you okay with me calling you out a bit? I can give you the softer version, but I am known to mirror back exactly what I see in my clients. And she goes, you have my consent. I'm only mildly scared, which is the most common reaction my people get. Okay, here's what I tell her, okay? She claims that she's a self-sabotage coach, but her entire business was like all over the place. Okay. So I say, you're a self sabotage coach who is actively self sabotaging her business. Now, pause real quick because this is called initiation. Okay. Over the last year, I have done the rebirth challenge with you guys, death and rebirth identity work. And the number one thing I taught you guys is initiation. When you decide that you're going to lead your business from your soul, your heart, your mission, your purpose, and your story, you will be initiated. You will be initiated, and the initiation is you want to be a self-sabotage coach? Perfect. Let me give you some shit to see if you're ready to coach and lead this thing you say you're ready to coach and lead, because you're only choosing to be a self-sabotage coach because you're a self-sabotager. Right? You have a close, intimate relationship with self-sabotage, which is literally why you're choosing that niche. All of you do this. All of you choose the thing from the lived experience, usually. And if you're not choosing it from your lived experience, you need to be. That's what we do inside Breadwinner Energy Academy. We literally build your entire business around your core, your roots, your lived experience, and one simple result. That's what we do. Okay. So you're going to be initiated. You're going to be given all these things to see if you're going to sabotage them. And you will, because you have to re-walk the path and extract out the lessons of what you're learning in real time so you can build offers from it. Literally, your whole methodology is going to be your walked, lived experience of the thing, like self-sabotage, okay? I said you're actively self-sabotaging your business. And I say this with the most love because you are gifted and you're funny and you have depth and you can hold a room. She's showing her face. She's creating reels. She's creating videos. She's posting every day. She has the bio. She has good pictures. She has the link in her bio. She has offers. She has the things. But people have no idea what you're talking about. I said, you're an artist who understands human behavior at a level that most people don't. And then trauma gave you that ability to be able to read people. And physics gave you the ability to understand like why and how. And teaching is your magic. And you have the ability to translate these together. But you are burying all your things in a circus. Literally, because her offers and her page was built around like this circus theme. It was literally a circus. I said, it's pure chaos on your pages. I said, I scrolled and I had to dig and click and scroll to even figure out what you do, what you actually do. And lo and behold, I found that you're a business coach, but your bio and your handle and most of your content don't portray any of this. And I literally have no idea what you do. I don't know the results you get people, and I don't know why I should even pay you. I said, your bio gives me nothing. Your offers page is beautiful, but also confusing. Dip your toes in is what her freebie says. Dip your toes in. I said, which is not an invitation or activation. It's literally a whisper. And I have a feeling you're not a whisper kind of person because you have a voice literally built for depth. And you're fucking whispering, dip your toes in. No, tell them. This is what I do, and this is why I do it, and this is how I do it, and you need to be here. Here's a freebie. Get started now. Stop telling if you want to dip your toes in, maybe, hopefully. No. I said, but my gut read on this is that you added business coach as a title because you think it will make you more money than just teaching women how to stop self-sabotaging. And so now you're doing both, but you're landing neither. And the multi-passionate thing for you might be a real true thing, but it's also things you're hiding behind. It's a hiding spot for you. Your art, your hobbies, your emotions, your identity work, all of it is bleeding into your brand, so nobody actually knows what you're doing. And I teach women how to create a business that's one simple result that you drive every single thing to. I said, so I think maybe your one result should be helping creative, multi-passionate business owners stop self-sabotaging their business and dressing it up as multi-passionate. And now you can take 1,000 different angles with this one signature result, and all paths will lead to Rome. Here's what she says. Okay, are you comfortable with voice notes? Because I am shockingly struggling for words because holy shit, yes, all of it. Fire, fire, fire emojis. She shoots me a DM. We have a conversation. Hello? Hello. Okay. And I did this with like a bajillion other people. And I'm not going to keep rambling on this podcast because I could literally go on forever. But this is the work. And this is what I do. Clean up your business so it is clear, specific, and it is tangible. It is one clear, specific, tangible result that you get people. And it's layered with your story, your roots, where you came from, why this is your work. And obviously, a lot of you lead with skill. A lot of you, like, you're a hypnotherapist, so you lead with hypnotherapy. Or you're an OBM, so you lead with like some tech shit. No one cares. Go back to the bookkeeping example, okay? My bookkeeper, I don't care if you are the most magical number crunching queen with the best technology in all of the bookkeeper land. I don't fucking care. I care about a result, which is making it easy and simple and clear on what to do with my money so I don't go to jail for tax fraud and I also don't over or underspend. That's it. That's all. And now, if you're marketing to me about the best tech tool skill that you have, I don't care. I'm not buying it. Snooze. Good night. But if you market to me how it will change my life, because in your world, you take the complicatedness of bookkeeping out and you make it clear and simple and easy and tangible to save money and not go to jail, I'm going to buy it. Okay? In my world, you use your story and you build your whole business around it. You turn your roots into revenue, into money, and you change fucking lives. That's what we do here. And we do it inside of Breadwinner Energy Academy. Now, right now, we are doing something in Breadwinner Energy Academy. And before you try to get out of this podcast episode, don't even think about it because you're going to want to hear this, okay? Right now, from now until May 15th, so this is dropping when? Let me look at my calendar. May 10th, maybe? Yes, May 10th, Sunday, May 10th. This is dropping. You have until the 15th, which is this week, to join Breadwinner Energy Academy and get a one-on-one with me. Now, I don't have one-on-one spots open, and my one-to-one containers are over 10K. You're going to get a one-to-one with me where I am going to audit your entire business on video. And I'm going to go through every single thing the way that I just did on Threads, but times 1,000. And I'm going to go through your offers, your links, your socials, all the things you do. And I'm going to say, what are you doing? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to help you clean it up so that you have one clear, specific, tangible result. And I'm going to help you build your whole entire business model around it. And we're doing something called All Paths Lead to Rome, AKA results. We're doing it live May and June inside of Academy, where I am teaching you how to find that one core result, how to clean it up and make it clear, simple, tangible, how to build a scalable group coaching program from it or group offer or a one-to-many model so that you can stop capping yourself in one-to-one, stop capping yourself in low ticket. And for a lot of you, you think that you can't book group because you haven't booked out one-to-one. Not true. I have like 1,000 podcast episodes on this. The truth is you're shape-shifting with one-to-one and your results aren't clear, specific, and tangible. And that's why people don't buy from you anyway. And it's why it takes you like 300,000 conversations and 100 minutes of voice memos in order to sign a client. And then you sign that client and then you shapeshift to whatever it is they want and need. And now you don't have a clear, simple, tangible process. But if you did have a clear, simple, tangible process, people would want to buy group from you. And some people only want group. They only want to buy group. For me, from 9 times out of 10, if I am like, ooh, I love this offer, I love this, or I love this coach, I want to learn from her. This just happened to me the other day with someone talking about human design. And like in Threads, this person was like, um, commented multiple times, this Threads person or this human design person, like this is the person for human design. And I go to her page. I like her vibe. I like her energy. She's cool. She's cute, whatever. She has no link in her bio. You have to DM her to get access to her offers. Immediately, no. For some people, that might work. For me, no. Then all of her offers are like special secret containers and or one-to-one, and there's no group offer, and there's no like signature method of like, here's the result, here's what we do. Like none of it. No, I clicked out. I was like, never mind. Uh, anyway, so I tell you this is because this is the reason a lot of you are leaving so much money on the table and impact, right? Group makes so much bigger impact anyway because your people can lean on each other. And this is something we're actually going to talk about in the upcoming episodes is group versus one-to-one, scalable models, and what you think is true for you and your business versus what is not. And being able to charge more. Okay. So when you join by May 15th, you're going to get this one-to-one audit and I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to help you map it into a signature scalable offer and your entire business model. And then for the month of May and the month of June, that's all we're coaching on together live inside of the Academy. It's only $2,000 for the entire year of being in this program or $200, $222 a month to be in it, which literally this one-to-one is worth the entire investment because when I do VIP days, which is like one session with me in one day, one-to-one, it's a VIP. We do it for like 3.5 hours. It costs $2,000 to $5,000 just for 1 day with me. This is a whole year, a whole program that you're getting plus a one-to-one with me. Plus, 2 calls every month, 90 minutes, access to the fire pit, the community group, and guest experts. On top of that, we do live events, signature events every single year. And on top of that, you have instant access to your portal and you will immediately open the vault, which is all of the replays that we've done for the last year, which is all around how to build this. We go into in your portal storytelling, digging up your roots, your culture, your lineage codes, identity work, death and rebirth work, so that you become the version of you that leads in this way. You become the version of you that has clear, simple, tangible results because you know who you are and you know what you're meant to do. You know your story, you know your roots, you know your culture, and it is so specific to you and where you come from. And you literally start talking to the luxury version of who you used to be. Okay. And then we build your entire business around it. And I teach you not only how to build the business model and build the offers, but how to make money and selling and launching in a way that is so different from whatever else you guys have learned because I don't teach typical sales strategies because I don't teach scripts and DMs and cold outreach and consult calls and bullshit. I teach you how to be a real human who talks to real humans and makes money doing it. That's it. Okay. So right now, the link is below to join the Breadwinner Energy Academy. 2222 2000 paid in full for the year or 12 payments of 222. We have other payment plans like you can do like two payment plans, split payment plan, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just choose. You still get the one-to-one because I don't give a rat's ass what payment plan you're on. I give it a rat's ass that you do the work. Okay? And that you obviously pay. If you're going to be on monthly payment plan, pay your shit. Okay? Or else I have to take it away from you guys. And I hate doing that. Just pay your shit. Okay? Anyway, if you took nothing else from this today, I am begging you and pleading with you to have one clear, simple, tangible result that you get your people, that you become known for, and you tell people how to get that with your signature skill, and you use your story to lead. Okay? That is the work. That is what we do inside of Academy. If you have any questions, feel free to come over to Instagram at @itstayDaniels_LLC. Ask me any questions, and otherwise, I will chat with you on the next episode.